English is one language, but when you learn from Britain and American speaker, it can sound like two different worlds. The words, accent, pronunciation, and even daily expressions offer change across the Atlantic Ocean. Sometimes it is funny, sometimes it is confusing, and sometimes it feels like learning English all over again. A British person says, for example, a person says, I will ring you late. An American hears it and thinks, ring like a bell. Or an American says, I am going to take you a nap. A British person might smile and think we would say, how a lion or a keeper. Both are correct, both are English, but spoken British and American English are not the same. In this video, we'll explore the real spoken differences between Britain and American English in simple, clear, practical, and perfect way. If you are a learner, a beginner, a teacher, a YouTuber, anyone, if you want to learn spoken English, so this video is for you, in which I will show you the main differences between spoken American and Britain English. So let's dive in and learn some important points about these two and main differences. One, accent, the first big difference. The accent is the most noticeable difference. British accent usually softer and more musical. Letters are often not fully pronounced. For example, car, calm, water, water. American accent sounds stronger and more direct. Most letters are clearly pronounced. For example, car, water. Here is a tip for learners. British English drops the R sound, while American English pronounces it clearly. 2. Pronunciation differences. The same word can sound very different. For example, here are some words. Schedule, schedule. In Britain, pronunciation schedule. In American pronunciation, schedule. Schedule, schedule. They pronounce like this. Schedule, or sometimes they say schedule. Another one, tomato. In British pronunciation, tomato. In American pronunciation, tomato. Another one is advertisement. In British English, advertisement. Advertisement. In American English, advertisement. Another one is herb. In Britain, herb, H sound. In American, herb, no H sound. These differences can confuse learners, but both are the correct. 3. Vocabulary in daily spoken English. This is where things get really interesting. Common British and American words. For example, here are some words. Plate. In British English, plate. In American English, apartment. Lift in British English. Elevator in American English. Lorry in British English. Truck in American English. Biscuit in British English. Cookie in American English. Petrol in British English. Gas in American English. Holiday in British English. Vacation in American English. Mobile in British English. Cell phone in American English. If a British person says, I left my mobile in the lift, an American would say, I left my cell phone in the elevator. Same meaning, different words. 4. Everyday spoken phrases. Spoken English is not just about words, it's about how people talk naturally. For example, British spoken phrases. Fancy or cup of tea. I am naked. That's quite good. Cheers. In American spoken phrases, do you want some coffee? I am exhausted. That's really good. Thanks. Here is a fun fact. British people say quite to mean a little, while Americans often mean very. 5. Tone and styles of speaking. British style, more polite and indirect, often uses soft language. For example, could you possibly help me? I was wondering if. In American style, more direct and confident, straight to the point. For example, can you help me? I need this done. Neither is rude, it's just cultural style. 6. Spelling differences. Yes, it affects speaking. Spelling changes, pronunciation and uses. In British spelling, color, COLOUR. In American, COLOR. Favorite, FAVOURITE. In American, FAVORITE. Center, CENTRE. In British. Now in American, CENTER. Another word, traveling, TRAVELLING. Traveling in British spelling. In American spelling, TREVELING. While spelling is mostly written, it affects how learners think and speak. 7. Grammar in spoken English. The grammar difference is small but noticeable. In British English, for example, I have got a call. Have you got time? At the weekend. In American English, I have a car. Do you have time? On the weekend. Both are grammatically correct, just used differently. 8. Speed of speaking. Americans usually speak faster. British speakers sound slower and clearer. For beginners, British English may feel easier to understand, while American English becomes easier with practice. 9. Which one should you learn? This is a common question. Learn British English if you follow UK exams, for example, IELTS and Cambridge. You watch BBC content. You plan to study in the UK. Learn American English if you watch Hollywood movies. You follow YouTube and Netflix. You plan to work with international companies. Best advice: understand both. Speak one confidently. Here is a final tip for you. British English and American English are like two styles of the same song. One tone is familiar, but the rhythm changes. Don't feel stressed if you hear different accents, words, or phrases. This is normal. English is a global language, and these differences make it richer and more exciting. If your goal is spoken English, focus on clear pronunciation, learn daily phrases, watch native speakers, practice speaking every day. Remember, fluency is more important than perfection. Whether you say flat or apartment, lift or elevator, holiday or vacation, that matters is that you speak with confidence. If you found this video helpful, like, share and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.